Hello everyone, this is Tony Martinez from Success is the Movement. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. We're here in Cian Playa Condominiums in beautiful Playa del Carmen. I'm excited and a little bit nervous at the same time because hopefully the topics we're going to discuss today are going to challenge you. So I hope that they truly do, as I know I'm a little bit nervous, but very, very excited nonetheless. So if you guys are ready to begin, let's go. Today, I'd like to talk about you. I'd like to talk about you and the unlimited potential you have to be great and achieve great success in any area of your life. Now, in order for us to do this, we must first identify our biggest challenge, our ego. That's right, our ego, and how society has fed our ego in a way that does not allow us to be genuine, in a way that does not allow us to get from where we currently are and into greatness. And I believe that Osho couldn't have put it any better when describing the ego. The ego is something that we were given as kids. You see, we were not born with an ego. However, through our mother, an ego was given. I'll explain it to you like this. When we were born, we didn't know who we were. All we knew was our mother. All we knew was our mother and everything that she transmitted, the way that she made us feel, everything that she said to us. So when your mother hugged you, when your mother kissed you, when your mother told you how beautiful you were, at that point, an ego was born. If she smiles, if she appreciates you, if she tells you how beautiful you are and how much she loves you, okay, at that moment, an ego is being born. Through appreciation, through love, through care. You feel you're good, right? You feel you're valuable and you feel significant. At that point, a center is born. But this center is a reflected center. It is not your real being. For you do not know who you are at that point, right? You're just a kid. You simply know what others think of you and all these reflections of what others think. However, if nobody appreciates you, if nobody tells you nice things, as a matter of fact, if they tell you negative things to the point that you feel worthless, you feel not appreciated, that there is also a reflection. That too is an ego. Then eventually, as we meet others and they join our mother and we interact with society and everyone in that society, all this does is it adds to your ego. So all of these reflections coming from all different parts are eventually building your ego. And you see, the more that we grow or that our world grows and the more that we interact with people, the more complex that the ego becomes. You see, the ego is an accumulated phenomenon of everyone you've ever met and everyone that you've ever encountered. Okay? It is a byproduct of society. Society is everything around you, not you. It is everything around you except you. And as we interact with society and everyone in it, everyone is adding to your ego. And everyone is trying to modify it in such a way that you don't become a problem with society. Isn't that funny? You see, they're not concerned with you. They're concerned with society. Society is concerned with itself. It is not concerned with you or that you should become a self-known or seek self-knowledge, right? They're not concerned that you become a self-knower. They're concerned that you should become an efficient part of the mechanism of society. I'm talking about governments. I'm talking about schools. I'm talking about the media and even social media. I'm talking about everything that blinds us and has kept us from moving ahead. And unfortunately, I'm even talking about some of our friends, some of our family members. And yes, everything around us that keeps us away from being great and achieving our true desires. You see, society is interested in efficient members. So society is not interested that you should attain to self-knowledge. You see? But we get the idea of who we are from others. It's not a direct experience. They shape our center, unfortunately. But you see, I'm here to tell you that that's a false center. It is not who you truly are. Because you carry a center. You were born with a center. But that center is nobody's business. You see, nobody shapes it. You shape yourself because we were born with it already. So we get to know it. But we only can get to know it when we can actually give ourselves the time to get to know it. Which means that yes, we must let go of the ego. We must quiet the ego. And you might not ever be able to get rid of an ego. It is a necessity to some degree. But we can quiet the ego. We can observe the ego. And so, as Osho says, try to understand it as deeply as possible. And think back to times where maybe society or your own ego got in the way of great success, got in the way of you actually waking up, right? I gotta tell you to stop living a false life. Because you see, we have been addicted to this false center. We have been addicted because our ego feeds off of it. So everything that you've ever thought you were is a reflection of what others think about you. And unfortunately, we can spend our entire lives living with this false center. But you're not that false center because you were born with a real identity. So what I'd like for you to do today is to take the time to actually analyze what I've said, to analyze what Osho has said, and wake up. And until we can do that, we can first begin to listen to our true desires. And once we can listen to our true desires, we can actually have some guidance as towards where we should go. This is Tony Martinez. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned to more here at Success is the Movement. As we continue to evolve, as we continue to grow, I hope that I can be the one that can help you through that process and help myself through that process. Once again, thank you very much. This has been Success is the Movement.